What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of TGC Unfiltered. Now, I've wanted to record this for a while, and due to some things coming up, plus being a little bit lazy, I'll be honest, I don't have much for this episode. So, what I will say is this. It's going to be a very short episode, but I have pulled from I listened to 70 Plus Records video in 2023. I pulled from that video the Kings of Leon Only by the Night review, the kind of like initial reaction, re-listen review. Pulled that from there, and you'll be getting this, and you'll be getting that in this episode. And then I'll be doing either in the next episode, episode 3, or maybe like a bonus episode later in the week. I have not decided yet. But in the next episode, basically, you'll be getting a full re-review of Only by the Night by Kings of Leon, because I recently listened to their newest record as of 2024, Can We Please Have Fun, and despite never really being a big fan of the band, I was genuinely very impressed by Can We Please Have Fun. I liked it a lot, and that made me excited to go back to what's seen as like their biggest, most well-received and commercially successful record, with Only by the Night. So I will do that and get that ready for the next episode. But for now, please enjoy past me reviewing Only by the Night, which at the time was a re-listen for the first time in I don't even know how long, because my family had the record as a kid, so I listened to it a lot, but I never really liked it, never clicked with me as a kid, and I do remember I didn't really care for it, but that's where I'll leave it. Hope you enjoyed that, and hope you look forward to a proper re-listen, re-review of it in the next episode of TGC Unfiltered. But until then, enjoy the rest of the video. And then we have album number 3, the following day, January 10th, 2023, Only by the Night by Kings of Leon. Now, this record is one that I know I had heard before. Like, my mom used to have this record. She kept it in the car, played it all the time. And it's one that I never cared for that much, but I didn't understand why I didn't like it. Maybe I was just a little kid who didn't vibe with Sex on Fire. I don't know. But in saying that, we open up with Closer, and I said I can't quite put my finger on it, but I don't really care for the track. We move on to Crawl, which I said I also don't care for this track either, but it does have a nice guitar solo. Then we have Sex on Fire, and I said this is the first track that I like. Coincidentally, it was also one of the two that I heard first and actually remember. Which, again, I should also mention, I didn't really like Sex on Fire when I was a kid, the first time I heard the record. But then we move into You Somebody, which I said immediately, this is my fave track from both the album and the band. I really like this song, and I think it's a great one to sing along to. Then we have Manhattan. I like this song. I don't know why, but the first two just don't seem to fit in with the following songs to me. And again, these are all my initial thoughts. Some of these albums I did go back to and have more to say, but some of them I didn't go back to really at all, outside of maybe like a couple of songs, if any, in some cases. But there's Revelry up next, which I said this song is fine. I like it more than the first two, but not as much as the previous 3. 17, I said I don't hate it, but it kind of made me feel uncomfortable. I don't remember why, but that's how I felt at the time. Then there's Notion, which I said is alright. Lyrics can be a bit repetitive, but in this instance, it doesn't really harm the song. Then there's I Want You. Again, I don't really care for this that much. It's not bad, but I wouldn't come back to it. There's Be Somebody, which I said I like this song, and I really like the instrumental behind it. And there's Cold Dessert to end out the record, and I said it's an interesting way to close out the album. I don't dislike it, but it's another song that I wouldn't come back to. Which leaves my fave songs being You Somebody, Sex on Fire, and Be Somebody. Which is still fairly accurate.